Let's assume we have say 15 coins. Now tell me how many minimum weighings you'll require if you have 15 coins.
I think in the same way how we divided the previous one into 3, 3 and 3, we can divide this into 5, 5 and 5.
Okay, when you do with 5, 5 and 5, let's assume you have 5, 5 and 5. So you know which 5 there is an answer. Let's assume you got 5 now. In the first weighing, you got 5. What do you do after that, Priscilla?
You have to take 2 of them, like divide them into 2 and keep them on the balance.
So you have 5 coins now. You have decided which 5 coins you have already decided. Now from 5, what do you do? Next step.
We have to divide them into 2. 2 and 2.
Very good. So you're saying 5, you'll put it as 2 in the pan and 1 is left over. So what will happen? So let's assume it's in this 2. Now you have decided this. So it will require second weighing. What happens after that?
Then I think we have to take a third one also.
Okay, so that means this 2 you will break it down to 1 and 1. So you will decide which one is the answer. So how many weighings do you require? 2 or 3?
3.
Okay. So do you think your answer is correct or wrong?
I don't think so.
So for you to understand this well, everyone concentrate here now. Let me ask you a simple question now. I'll make the question easy. By the way, Priscilla, you have got the right answer. For 15 coins, you require 3 weighings. You cannot do it less than that.
So 7, 7 each. Then after 1.
Yeah, even like that also you will require. Say, let's assume you do it that way. After 7, what do you do?
3 and 3 in each.
Very good. So let's assume you got this 3, the answer to be in this pan. Okay?
Yes, sir.
So second weighing is over. What happens after that? So what happens here? Your 3, you have decided on 3. From this 3, now you'll put 1, 1 and 1. So you'll put 1 on this pan, 1 on that pan. So you will be able to decide. So even if you take 7, 7 and 1, you still require 3 weighings. This is the first weighing, this is the second weighing, this is the third weighing. Okay?
Yes,
now,
sir.
If you have same question is same. Okay? Tell me, if you have 2 coins and one of them is like, how many weighings do you require?
1.
Very good. 1 weighing. 1 weighing. Very good. What if you have 3 coins?
1.
Okay, let me erase this and write it very clearly for you. Wait. Number of coins and number of weighings. Okay. Just observe. If you have 2 coins, how many weighings do you require?
1.
Okay. If we have 3 coins.
1.
1.
Sir, it can also be 2.
How can it be 2?
Sir, if the both sets are not equal.
Okay, if both are not, if not equal, you get to know, right? If this goes up, this one is the answer. If this goes up, this is the answer. If both are equal, the third one is the answer.
Okay, sir.
Are you okay, Karthik?
Yes, sir.
Or do you still have a doubt?
No, sir.
Brilliant. Now tell me what happens if you have 4 coins.
2. Wait, 2.
So how many weighings will you require?
2.
Very good. How did you decide 2?
2 each.
Very good.
Divide it again.
Yeah, in case of 4, the way you will do it is you will put 2 and 2 in the pan. In one pan you will put 2, another pan you will put 2. If this goes up, here is the answer. If this goes up, here is the answer. Right? So you decide 2. So from that 2, what will you do? From that you will put 1 on one pan, 1 on the other pan. If this goes up, here is the answer. If this goes up, here is the answer. Yes?
Yes, sir.
Oh, for 4 also you require 2 weighings. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Tell me for 5.
2.
Very good. 5 also you require 2 weighings.
Yes, sir.
For 6.
3. 2. 2.
Very good. For 6 also you require 2 because for 6 also you can put 3 here and 3 here. If this goes up, here is the answer. If this goes up, here is the answer.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes, sir.
Or you can simply take, when you have six, you can put 2, 2 and 2. You can put 2, 2 and 2. If you can put 2 on one pan, 2 on the other pan. And if, you can decide which 2 there is an answer. Once you get which of the 2 is correct, you'll put 1 on one pan, 1 on the other pan, and you can decide which one is the right answer. For 6 also, you require only 2. Now tell me for 7.
3.
3.
Why 3? Not required. 2 is enough. So from here we can decide 3. When we have 3, we can put 1 and 1 and 1 aside. 1 on each pan. So if 1 on each pan, if this goes up, here is the answer. If this goes up, here is the answer. Correct? So you'll require only 2 weighings. Now tell me what for 8? For 8, what happens?
Sir, 3.
No, 8 also 2 are enough.
Sir, 4, 4 and then 2 and 2 then 1 and 1. Yes.
If you do 4, 4, you'll make a mistake. That's what I want you to learn. Please concentrate now. In case of 8, if you take 4 and 4, if you put 4 and 4, that is one weighing. From 4, you will come down to 2 and 2. That's second weighing. From 2, you will come down to 1 and 1. You'll require 3 weighings. But if you divide 8 as 3, 3 and 2, you put 3 and 3 equal numbers like this, 3, 3, 2. If 3, 3, 2, if this goes up, here is the answer. If this goes up, here is the answer. If both are equal, the answer will be in 2. So basically, it will be either in 3 or it will be in 2. And if it is in 3, you require one more weighing, because if you have 3, you'll put 1 here, 1 here. If this goes up, here is the answer. If this goes up, here is the answer. If it is equal, that will be the third one. See, if you have 3, 3, 2, from 3, 3, 2, you can decide in which lot the coin is available. Can you decide or not? Yes. So this is one weighing. And once you decide that, from 3 also you will require only one weighing. For 3 also you require one weighing. Even if it is here in 2, still you require one more weighing. So now you'll only require one more weighing. This is your first weighing. This is your first weighing. This is your first weighing. And from that, you'll put 1, 1 and 1, and that will be your second weighing. So for 8 also, 2 weighings are enough.
Okay, sir.
The logic is, if you divide them very equally, if you make them 3 equal parts, closer equal parts. See, if you look at here, if you made 7 as 3, 3, 1, 3, 3, 1 is better. You don't take it as 2, 2, 3. You take it as 3, 3, 1. Yes or no? Very
Yes,
good.
sir.
Very good. Now tell me for 8 also, 8 2 weighings. What about 9?
We can take 2.
9 also 2. Very good. Now,
3.
I need you to, yes. Now, anything above 9, what happens? Let's see. 2 coins, 1 weighing. 3 coins, 1 weighing. 4, 5, 6. You can see 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. You can see here, 1 second. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Until 9, for all of them, we require 2 weighings. Okay? There is something very interesting. The moment you have 10 coins, the answer changes. I'll tell you why. For 10, it cannot be 2. You will need 3 weighings. The reason is, if you divide 10 into 3 equal parts, either it will be 3, 3, 4, or it could be 4, 4, 2. So tell me how many weighings. Now, I'm telling you, when you have 10, you cannot do it in 2 weighings. You require third weighing. The reason is very simple. If you divide 10, it will be 3, 3, 4 or 4, 4, 2. If it is 3, 3, 4 or 4, 4, 2, the moment the answer is in this 4, for 4, how many weighings you'll require?
2. So because we did a previous weighing, it's plus 1 and it's 3.
Ah, very good. So now, if we were to have 3, 3, 3, it is exactly same. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3 is 9. When you have 9, you would require only 2 weighings. So the moment it becomes 10, there is plus 1. If it is in this slot, you will require 2 more weighings for this. Therefore, you require 3 weighings. Now, tell me what happens if you have 27 coins. Tell me for 27. Just do it for 27, all of you quickly. Tell me with the logic, common sense, use 27. How many weighings you require? Very good. 999 is perfect. If you put them 999, you are making 3 equal parts. When you make them 3 equal parts, so what happens? You have 2 equal parts here. Third part is there. So if this goes up, you know answer is here. If this goes up, your answer is here. If both of them are equal, it's in your third lot. So basically,
3.
so very good. So if you make it as 3 equal parts, you know where is your lighter ball, lighter coin. You know which one is the lighter one. If you are making 3 equal parts, basically what you are doing is you have a common balance and you are using a common balance. Your third lot is also behaving like another common balance. Because if they are 3 are equal, so you know out of these 2 or that one, out of those 3, you can decide in which lot you have the lighter coin. I am saying if you have 27 of them, you know if you divide 27 into 3 parts, part 1, part 2, part 3. If you divide them into 3 equal parts, you know in which part you can easily decide. One of them you can easily decide. The moment you decide that one, from that also once again you divide into 3 equal parts. That will help you to decide in which 3 parts your answer is there. Once again from there you can divide into 3 equal parts and get to the answer. Because the moment you are making them close to equal, all the lot, that means you are making it faster. If they are different, if the numbers are different, basically you are moving it away. So even if you go back to the examples that we learned here, so when we did 6, for 6 we did not take it as 3 and 3, we took it as 2, 2, 2. It's easy to decide. If we have 7, 3, 3, 1, because 3 and 3 are closer to 7, right? So if you take 7 as 2, 2, 3, let's assume 7 you take it as 2, 2, 3. Instead of taking it as 2, 2, 3, I would prefer taking it as 3, 3, 1. So the number should be maximized. So let me go here. 27 you can make it as 9, 9 and 9. And from this 9, I can, you know which 9 the answer is lying. So 9 and 9, if this 9 goes up, this is the answer. If this 9 goes up, here is the answer. If they are equal, it is in the third lot. From this 9, now I'll put 3, 3 and 3. From that, I can decide in which 3 the answer is lying. Let's assume it is lying here. Here, let's assume it was lying here. Here, let's assume it's lying here. Now, from this 3, I'll put 1 on 1 pan, 1 on 1 pan, and 1 aside. So, how many weighings do you require for 27?
3.
3.
Very good. Tell me if you have 81 coins. Yeah, Udmana.
We have to make it 3 lots of 27.
Brilliant. Brilliant. Very good. 999. So you know which 9. From 9, what will you do?
Then
3,
3,
3,
3, 3.
3.
Then
So
1,
you know
1,
which
1.
3. Put 1, 1. So that is
It's 4, right?
4. 4 times.
how many weighings do you require?
4. 4.
Brilliant. Brilliant. So you will see, you can see something interesting now. You have seen if you have 3, you require 1 weighing. If you have 9, you require 2 weighings. If you have 27, you require how many weighings?
4. So it's going in squares.
3.
Now No, 27. How many you will require?
3, sir.
No, it's not 4. 27. We require only 3. 27 you require 3.
3.
For 81, how many you require?
4.
4.
81 you require 4. So there is a very interesting observation here. Now, anything between 3 and 9, how many will you require?
2.
2. Yeah.
2 weighings. We already solved it. Please look here. For after 3, for 4 also you require 2, 5 also you require 2, 6 also you require 2, 7 also you require 2, 8 also you require 2, 9 also you require 2. But the
Yes,
moment
sir.
the moment we went to 10, you require how many? 3. Right?
Yes.
Yeah. Now tell me, smart kids will tell me now if it is 243, how many weighings you require?
We need to divide them into 3 lots of 81. Meaning
Very good.
we need 5.
Very
5.
good. Very. We
Yeah.
require 5 weighings if it is 243. Very good. See, now let's see a very interesting trend here. Very interesting trend. From 9 to 27, tell me how many weighings do you require between 9 to 27? If you have 10, how many weighings do you require?
3.
Very good. Now from 27 to 81, how many weighings will you require?
4.
4.
Very good. From 81 to 243, how many weighings you will require?
5.
5.
5. So that is something very interesting. If you can observe, if you are 3, if it is 3 is 3 only, 9 is 3 square. Because it is 3 square, you are getting answer 2. 27, it is 3 cube. So 3 cube, you are making 3 parts of 3. If it is 81, it is basically 3 to the power of 4. 243 is 3 to the power of 5. So in this way, you are also learning something interesting today. 3 power 1 is 3. 3 square is 9. 3 cube is 27. 3 power 4 is 81. 3 power 5 is 243. So these are very interesting numbers to learn. And in the context of this puzzle, you have learned all these numbers today. Do you like those numbers?
Yes, sir.